Have you been floundering forever with your weight, back and forth, binge eating, sabotaging yourself, emotional eating, sometimes sticking with it, most of the time not? Welcome back to the JoLynn Braley Show. This is a special sub-series of the JoLynn Braley Show, the top 7 inner self diet secrets to successful weight loss. Hello, welcome back to the JoLynn Braley Show. This is JoLynn Braley, permanent weight loss coach, weight loss mindset expert, and founder of the Inner Self Diet, the diet that actually works because it's not your typical food diet that only gives you what to eat, how to eat, when to eat. And those food diets, they never solve the real problems. Have you ever wondered why the majority of people who have weight loss surgery, they gain all the weight back? Have you ever wondered why you've never been able to get to your goal weight and stay there? Have you ever wondered why you can't stop sabotaging your best weight loss efforts? Maybe you get started, maybe you keep going for a short amount of time, maybe you stick with it for 2 months, maybe 6 months, but eventually you always hit that emotional wall. You go back to the binge, you go back to the emotional eating, you'll go back to the struggle, and you beat yourself up even more because you gain back all the weight that you lost, plus more. All right? Does it make sense that there's something missing when you keep battling like this? Because let's face it, you're super smart. You have all of the information that you need to lose weight, but you don't do it, and you sabotage yourself, and you hold yourself back, and you keep telling yourself tomorrow. Well, food diets can't fix these problems, and this is why I felt inspired to do this sub-series of the JoLynn Braley Show to share with you the top 7 inner self diet secrets to freedom with your weight, to finally lose weight and keep it off. All right? So right now, what you're listening to is the introduction to this series, and then I'm going to do 7 separate podcast episodes to give you the 7 inner self diet secrets to freedom with your weight, to successful weight loss, which means that in order to fully succeed with your weight, you're going to have to stop emotional eating. Does that make sense? And you're going to have to stop binge eating. Okay? And most of the reasons, 99% of the reasons why you engage in these unhealthy behaviors, it's not because of the food. So I want to share with you in this introductory episode why I am doing this series for you. Why am I sharing these 7 inner self diet secrets to successful weight loss, to set yourself free, to finally be able to get to your goal weight and stay there? All right, well, there's 3 main reasons that I'm doing this. Number 1, before I get into that, before I forget, if you've never tuned into the JoLynn Braley Show before and you don't already have a free copy of my 3 simple steps to start making weight loss easier from the inside out, then go over to www.easyfunweightloss.com and you can download that now. www.easyfunweightloss.com. All right, so why am I doing this for you? Why am I broadcasting, producing, creating, and giving you this series on the 7 inner self diet secrets to freedom with your weight? Number 1 is to educate and spread the word, because I know that most people are not aware of the fact that 92.8% of what is holding you back, it's all inner game. And what does that mean? It's all about your inner self thinking, your inner self thought patterns, your inner self beliefs, your inner self unconscious, subconscious patterns that you can't even see, and you've just been doing them so long. They're just like knee-jerk reactions, and that's why you respond by eating junky food and overeating, eating mass quantities of food. And then you wonder, why do I keep doing this to myself when I know better? And it is not about how intelligent you are. These problems, they do not mean that you're stupid in any way, shape, or form. And how do you know this? Just look at the rest of your life. Look at your wonderful success in your career or in your business life. You're rocking it there, aren't you? And you had to have intelligence and smarts to get to where you are currently in your life. So it's not about intelligence why you continue to sabotage your best weight loss efforts and why you haven't been able to get yourself to just do what you already know you could be doing to get to your goal weight and stay there. It's much deeper than that. It goes much deeper than that. And that's why I coach my awesome coaching clients through my proven blueprint of proven steps in the Inner Self Diet. That is my proven coaching system that I've been coaching clients through since 2009. I launched my mind body weight loss business in 2007. And then I started professionally coaching clients in 2009. So I've been doing this for several years. I think that's 10 years now as of this date and time, right? This 2019 now. So I have a little bit of experience and I have a few skills as a master permanent weight loss coach to help my clients break free. Now, I work with them directly over the phone. I have a two-way communication with them. It's very easy for me to hear what is stopping a person from losing weight and keeping it off, and it's never about the food, all right? The food plays a small part, and it is an important part because let's face it, we all have common sense. You're going to have to change your eating habits in order to lose weight and keep it off. That's a no-brainer. But the reasons that you're not doing that, it has to do with your internal world. Think of it as your internal programming. It's like software, and most of it has been running for so long now that you are not even aware of it. And that's why it's so difficult for you to stop it and to break free of your ongoing unhealthy eating patterns of the binge eating, the mindless eating, the out of control stuffing, the emotional eating, all of this stuff. All right? So as a certified master NLP practitioner and certified master permanent weight loss coach, all of this stuff that I do with my coaching clients, I help them break free of their internal battles. They break free of that internal negative, unhealthy programming in 8 weeks or less, working with me personally. And I'm doing this series to share with you the top 7 inner self diet secrets to weight loss freedom, because most people, all they're doing is they are looking for another food diet, and they think that the food diet is the cure. The food diet is a tool, and it is important if it's healthy, if it's a healthy eating plan. Okay, that is an important part of the equation. But when you don't do it, you don't get results. And if you don't do it consistently, you don't get results. And if you don't do it long term, you don't get results. So why would a person not get started, not keep going, and not keep going long term? It's all about the internal inner self programming, the thinking, the knee-jerk reactions, the unconscious hidden programming that you've been under the influence of for how many years now? 10, 20, 30, 40 or more years. And it's impossible to see that stuff on your own because it's just part of who you are right now. When you get the right coach, however, if you want to break free of this stuff, then the quickest way to do it is to get coaching with the right coach and to just follow their steps and trust in the process and believe that you deserve to achieve struggle-free weight loss. What is struggle-free weight loss? That means when you have struggle-free weight loss, that means that you are able to eat healthy, be normal with food, live a healthy lifestyle without sabotaging yourself, without emotional eating, without binge eating, without these unhealthy self-sabotaging behaviors. Struggle-free weight loss does not mean that you don't make an effort, and struggle-free weight loss does not mean that you can just sit around and think positive all day without changing your eating and exercise behaviors. That would be silly. However, that is why diet pills are so popular, because they promise you that you don't have to make any changes to your lifestyle in order to lose weight. That's crazy thinking. That is just delusional, and it's you got to get real, okay? You got to get real with yourself. It's like anybody that tells you that you can lose weight without making any changes to your lifestyle, your eating behaviors, your exercise behaviors, that is just, crazy town, crazy thinking. However, there are a lot of people that buy into that stuff, and it doesn't work, does it? If it did, then if you had ever bought into the crazy talk in the past, if it had worked for you, then you wouldn't be listening to me talk right now, because you'd have better things to do with your life, and you'd be out there having fun at your ideal weight, in a body you love, feeling great about yourself. You wouldn't be listening to me talk right now, would you? Of course not. So, first reason why I am doing this series is to educate and spread the word, because not enough people understand why they keep failing. And then they think that they're dumb, or they think they're stupid, or they think that they're broken. And that's not the problem. The problem is they've never gotten the right solution to fix the real problem. And they also think that the problem is their eating, and they think the problem is the food, and they think the problem is their overweight. The overweight and the out of control eating are only symptoms of the bigger problems that have not been solved. Solve the bigger problems, and then you're home free. And that's the work I do with my clients in the Inner Self Diet, so that they can finally lose weight and keep it off. Does this make sense? Hey, if anything I'm sharing with you today does not make sense, and if you have a question, go over to my Facebook page, facebook.com/JoLynn Braley. Leave me a comment. Tell me that you were listening to the introduction to my special sub-series of the JoLynn Braley Show, the top 7 Inner Self Diet secrets to freedom with your weight, to weight loss success. And tell me what I said on this introduction that doesn't make sense to you and that you have a question about, okay? I would love to get your question on my Facebook page, and then I could do a follow-up podcast to answer that question. All right, so number 2 reason that I'm doing this special series for you is because I believe that this is the solution. I 100% believe in the work that I do, and I 100% believe that this is the missing key. I also have the feedback from coaching clients since 2009 who prove that this is the way. This is the real deal. I've got written testimonials. I've got audio interviews that I've done with coaching clients since I started coaching in 2009. Video feedback, video testimonials of these awesome clients who have stopped binge eating, stopped struggling, stopped sabotaging themselves, stopped emotional eating. All of this information, all of these testimonials, these are over on my website, fearlessfatloss.com. If you go to fearlessfatloss.com/blog, and up in the top menu bar, there's a button that says testimonials. As of the time of this recording, that's how it's set up. And then there are links underneath to these different forms of testimonials and feedback. And all of that is over there. So if what I teach, if the coaching that I do, if the proven steps of the inner self diet did not work, then I wouldn't have all of this feedback of success from clients that I have worked with. Okay? There is a reason that most people who have weight loss surgery gain the weight back. All right? Weight loss surgery only cuts out a piece of the physical apparatus, or it shrinks a piece of the physical apparatus, the stomach or the intestines. The real problem, though, starts in the head. The real problem starts in the head. It starts with the thinking. It starts with the beliefs. It starts with the thought patterns. It starts with the identity, the self-esteem, the self-confidence, the inner world of the person who is abusing themselves with food. The overweight or the obesity is just a symptom. Shrinking or cutting out part of the physical body doesn't fix the real problem. And even if you cut out part of the stomach or the intestines, or if you put a rubber band around it, that can all be undone by the individual who has never gotten the right solution to fix the real problems. Are you following me here? Does this make sense? Okay. The way out of your ongoing battles with yourself is to stop running from yourself and stop looking for quick hacks or quick tips, and instead just spend a small amount of time to heal the real problems and set yourself free. That's what I do with my coaching clients in the inner self diet. And lo and behold, it actually works. Imagine that. Imagine that. Because it works, because it solves and heals the real problems. It's your inner self world, your inner self programming, your internal patterns that create your eating behaviors and motivate your eating behaviors. If you had a transformation on the inside of you, in your thinking, in your emotional state, in your unconscious programming that you're not even able to access because you have been stuck in it for so long, if you had an inner self transformation, then the outside would completely transform. And then you wouldn't sabotage your weight loss anymore. Would it take time for the fat to come off of your body? Yes. Yes. Nobody can speed that up unless you cut off a leg. And why would you want to do that? Just to see the scale go down. You got to get out of the crazy town thinking and the crazy town instant gratification. However, I have had coaching clients tell me that the inner self diet is super fast. And the reason that they said that is because when you compare a lifetime of struggle, take somebody who's 40 years old and they've been struggling for over 30 years, maybe 35 years, with unhealthy, unconscious patterns. And in 8 weeks or less, to release that struggle, they've told me, this is super fast, which when you look at it like that, that's true. That is true. But you gotta, you have to get real with yourself, and you have to really grow up, and you have to stop believing the lies that you're going to be able to lose weight and keep it off without making any real changes. It's not going to happen. So my clients, they are rational, smart, and they believe that they deserve to finally succeed with their weight. And they are willing to trust the process, and they're willing to do what it takes to unravel their internal, hidden, unconscious inner self programming that has been holding them hostage to unhealthy eating behaviors And they can't stop sabotaging themselves no matter how much information they collect about healthy eating. Those are the people that I help, and I love working with them because they are willing to change and they're willing to follow the steps and have faith in the process. The number 3 reason that I'm doing this special sub-series here on the JoLynn Braley Show to share these 7 inner self diet secrets to successful weight loss and freedom from the struggle is because I believe that you deserve to reclaim your power. I believe that you deserve to reclaim the self-love that you had for yourself when you were born. You did not hate yourself when you were born. You did not hate your body when you were born. You did not criticize yourself constantly when you were born, and you were not unhealthy with food when you were born. You knew when you were hungry, you knew when you were full, and you loved yourself. I believe that you deserve to feel good about yourself again and to step into your own power and to break free of these unhealthy, unconscious patterns that have been keeping you in the self-sabotage and making you think that you're a failure and that you're always going to be fat and that you're always going to struggle. That's a lie, and I know it's a lie because it's only a thought. And if you take the path, if you follow the steps to unravel those lies, then you can. The quickest way to do it is to start now. And if you do want my help to do that, all you need to do is start by applying for a complimentary weight loss discovery session with me. You do that by going over to www.discovery-session.com. That's www.discovery-session.com. And then you'd fill out an application to have a complimentary weight loss discovery session with me over the phone, one-on-one, to find out if it would be a good mutual fit for me to coach you out of your ongoing struggles with food and your weight and your self-sabotage so that you can reclaim your power and you can love yourself again, feel good about yourself again, stop abusing yourself with the binge eating, the emotional eating, the unhealthy thought patterns, the unhealthy, unconscious ways of reacting to your day-to-day life, and lose weight, finally. Drop that fat, get to your goal weight, and keep it off. You can do this if you go about it in the right way. 92.8% of what's going to make this possible for you is the inner self transformation. That's where the gold is. That's where your power is. Okay? You really can get to your goal weight. You really can maintain that for the rest of your life if you take action now to get on the right path to unravel all of that struggle that is continuing to hold you hostage, and all of that is only on the inside of you. It's in your head. It's in your unconscious thought patterns. It's in these unconscious behavioral patterns that they are so a part of your life that you can't even see them, and you keep wondering why you keep sabotaging yourself when you know what you need to do to lose weight. You know what you need to do to succeed, to get that weight off and keep it off. But you constantly backslide. You constantly get in your own way. You constantly hold yourself back. If you want to stop doing this stuff, head on over to www.discovery-session.com. Apply for a complimentary weight loss discovery session with me, and let's find out what's going on with you personally. Can I help you personally? We don't know until we have that phone call. And the complimentary weight loss discovery session is completely free. And it's a great way to raise your awareness of what has been standing in your way, these things that you haven't been able to see. Once again, you can apply for that over at www.discovery-session.com. All right, so this has been the introduction to my special sub-series here on the JoLynn Braley Show, the top 7 inner self diet secrets to successful weight loss, to breaking free of your ongoing self-sabotaging eating behaviors, the binge eating, the emotional eating, the food addiction, the self-sabotage, all of that stuff. Alrighty? So tomorrow I'm going to be back with secret number 1. Make sure that you are subscribed to the JoLynn Braley Show. Make sure that you are getting all of these episodes as soon as they come out. Normally, the JoLynn Braley Show is a once a week podcast episode on Thursdays. That's when the new episodes come out. But this special sub-series of the top 7 inner self diet secrets, this is a special sub-series. I think I've said that several times. So you get the picture, right? Remember, if there is anything that I share with you on any of these podcast episodes, just go over to my Facebook page, facebook.com/JoLynn Braley. Click like to like the page. Sign up for notifications for when I go live on video so that you can join me. And if you do have a question about a podcast episode, for example, if you have a question or something that I've shared with you today in this introduction to this special series is not clear and you'd like clarification, then tell me that you were listening to the introduction to the 7 inner self diet secrets to freedom with your weight, and tell me what wasn't clear. Tell me what didn't make sense to you. Tell me what you don't understand. And I could do a follow-up podcast. That would be awesome. I am JoLynn Braley, permanent weight loss coach. I am the founder of the Inner Self Diet, the diet that actually works because it heals the real problems that are standing in your way and stopping you from losing weight and keeping it off. I wish you your best life living inside of your ideal body.